Hi, and welcome to the Fuck Around and Get Paid podcast, where fun and strategy meet to help you get paid for doing what you love. I'm Jennifer Liss, and this is the episode where I will teach you how creating marketing that feels like play will, yes, it will, help you to stop overthinking, start making money, and magnetize the best clients into your business. Let's dive in. Hey there, beautiful unicorn. Welcome back to the podcast. Are you ready for your business to feel like play? I hope so. That's probably why you're listening to this podcast. Well, have I got a beautiful lesson for you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I need to begin this conversation about playful marketing, about welcoming people into your universe, into your business, into your offer, into your world. That's what marketing is. It's about people. It's about people coming in and being part of the cool thing that you are creating. And remember that what you are creating is a cool thing. Whatever it is that you have, whatever you have to offer, whatever it is that you are doing in this world, like your essence, just you being you is the offer. So freaking good. You're awesome. You're amazing. You're magnetic. You're magical when you are having fun, when you are living your most joy aligned life. And we're going to dig into that. But we have to begin with something really important here when we talk about marketing, when we talk about bringing people into your business. These are the people who want to be part of what you're doing and they want to transact with you. They want to give you money in exchange for the value that you are offering. They want to be part of this. Now, we are in the greatest trust recession of this modern age. People don't trust people. We've got so much division that is going on. That's pretty evident, right? Ooh, pretty evident. We've also got AI coming to the forefront, which is a beautiful tool that I hope you're using as a business owner. Although I do have some predictions about AI that eventually we probably will get to a point where we only want to do business in premium offers with people who are using a heck of a lot less AI. That's one of my personal predictions, but we're not going to dive into that today. Here's the thing. Hear this. Write this down. Take note. Being more human than ever is a very real and very applicable strategy. Be more human, because that is your unique advantage. Your humanity, who you are, is your unique advantage. And so how is that applicable in your marketing and how you show up and how you welcome people into your ecosystem? Well, let me just tell you, for me and for other entrepreneurs who I have worked with, when we stop trying to do marketing right, when we stop trying to copy all of the things that we see working for other people, and there's nothing wrong with doing that, by the way. I hope that you are experimenting and trying things and saying, oh, that worked for them. Let me maybe try my version of that. But that's the important part. My version of that. When you stop trying to do things the right way, people will start showing up, and not just people, the right people. And here's what you'll notice. The people who you probably start looking around on social media, the people who you're paying attention to, the people who you like seeing their posts, they probably get a little unhinged sometimes. They probably do. They probably have some thoughts that maybe you really do agree with and love. Maybe sometimes it's kind of like, that's an interesting thing that they said, but you know what? I love them anyway. And what you love about them is that they are not afraid to be themselves. They're not afraid to say the things that they really think, regardless, because they know that the right people are going to be attracted to that. But here's the thing, your nervous system will not like doing that, especially if you haven't been doing it before. And especially if that's brand new to you, you really stepping out and being fully yourself. Because for most of us, at some point in our childhood, at some point in our middle school, in high school, in our adult life, we had the experience where me being a little bit unhinged was seen as wrong, was seen as unsafe to somebody else, was seen as, we just noticed a reaction that people had and we we internalize that reaction as something that's bad. But please hear me. You being you is a good thing. You being your most unhinged version of you is a really good thing. Now, you don't have to go and start like wildly posting all kinds of things, like our content that we put out there, especially if you're a business owner. If you really want to be driving business into your business, remember that you're talking to people who you're welcoming in as part of your business, but you being you is your best marketing strategy. And I'm going to, in this episode, teach you a framework that you can follow that can really help you to make sure that you are being the you that is going to attract the right people. So I hope that sounds exciting to you because we're going to dive into that. When I started posting things that are in line with my personality, creating marketing, creating content just for fun, not because I want to get some kind of result, no pressure, no like super strategy behind it. It brings in more of the right people. It brings in the people who come to my events that are there to have a good time. At one of my most recent events, I did this very silly thing where I was like, every day there's going to be some kind of a hidden theme. And so I was dropping words like smoky and sizzling and hot off the stove and just goofy things because the word of the day was bacon. Now, some people said, you know what, that was a little bit distracting, Jen. Other people were like, I loved that. It made me want to keep coming back every day. And there's nothing wrong with the people who didn't like it. They actually might be a buyer for me because they're kind of coming anyway. And they're like, even though that's goofy, I can put up with it. Other people are like, yes, she is my person. She put hidden bacon into this workshop that's about sales. Like, what? Okay, I'm here for it. So will it send some people away doing things that are so you and so much fun for you and bring you so much joy? Yes. Is that a good thing? Yes, because you don't want to work with those people who aren't allowing you to be your full unbridled self. You only want to work with people who you were like, this is awesome. I have the best job ever. I'm literally fucking around and getting paid because all of these cool people are showing up and they are the people who want my offer. People will love you for being you. And this is why my favorite phrase, if you have not written this down and pasted it on your wall and tattooed it behind your eyes and put it on your forehead, joy is your strategy. Joy is a genuine business strategy. And it's taken me a long time to realize this. A lot of fumbling as an entrepreneur, a lot of fumbling as an adult, a lot of masking who I truly am. And I'm still personally peeling back the layers of that, of who I am and letting people see me in my silliness, because that's so much of who I am. My soul came here to be silly, to have fun. And I know that there's other people who are those people too. And we can take life seriously and be responsible because I'm a serious, responsible person. But I so much in this lifetime have lived under the cloak and the heaviness of that instead of understanding that that comes along with my lightness. That comes along with my true power, which is my joy. Your enthusiasm is your most powerful gift. Remember that. I'm going to tell you that a lot on this podcast. So if you need to hear it every single episode, I'm probably going to remind you that this is biological. When you're having fun, your nervous system relaxes and people feel it because when you're relaxed, they can relax. When you feel safe, they feel safe. People are so much more likely to trust somebody who makes them feel safe in their own skin. So you being safe in your own skin holds a mirror for people. And now they're like, ooh, I want to be part of that. I want to be around them. This feels like a safe environment. So the moment that you stop trying to get things right, because trying to get things right, perfecting things, trying to do it somebody else's way feels unsafe. Naturally, that feels unsafe. That's not your greatest joy. That's not you being you. But when you start playing, everything's going to click for you. So let me teach you this framework that I think will really help you to understand how this comes to play. This is how to be your best CMO, how to be your best chief marketing officer. This is how. The C stands for clarity. At the root of clarity is your joy. Knowing who you are and what you're here to say will come from you living your most enthusiastic experience. And when you're clear, your message will land so naturally. So here's a question that I want you to ask yourself. This is one of my favorite questions. It's part of my Juicy Blueprint offer, which you can actually go and purchase if that's something you want to do. You can go to jenliss.com and go purchase that if that's something that you're interested in getting. But this is one question that comes directly out of that Juicy Blueprint offer. Juicy offer blueprint. That is something that comes from my Juicy offer blueprint. What is something you wish someone would say out loud? Ask yourself this. What is something I wish someone would say out loud? I just wish somebody would say this, because believe me, your clients wish somebody would say it too. This will give you so much clarity, because you'll know for you, this really matters. And this actually matters for my clients too. Whatever that thing is, it could feel totally disconnected from your business. It could be very connected to your business, but what is something you wish somebody would say out loud? This is going to give you clarity in a place where you previously might not have had some clarity. It's such an interesting question to consider. So write that one down, go journal on that question. So that is C, is for clarity. Clarity will come from your joy, from your enthusiasm, from you living in alignment with your natural energy. If you can't do that, there's some nervous system things that are likely blocking you. This is one of the things that I love to coach people on, is specifically supporting your nervous system to be safe in your greatest joy, which is where your clarity will come from. The M stands for magnetism, and magnetism also happens when your nervous system feels safe. This goes back to when you feel safe, they feel safe. When you're in joy, you are magnetic to the right people. When you are in your greatest state of ease, you are magnetic. You become magnetic when you're grounded, when you're playful, when you're authentically you. And people don't respond to perfect, because you being authentically you is not perfect. They respond to your presence, for you just standing in who you are. So here's a prompt for you to consider. Here's just a question. How can I increase my presence in every moment? How can I be more present? Ask yourself this question before you go into any kind of call, any kind of business meeting, before you get out of bed in the morning. How can I increase my presence? How can I be more present in this moment and every moment thereafter? So that is the M for magnetism. To be your best CMO, Chief Marketing Officer, clarity, magnetism. You got to be magnetic. And the O stands for what I'm so passionate about, is offer. Make the damn offer. If you're an entrepreneur and you have something that could help people, you have something that transforms lives, you have something that you desire to do, that you want to put into the world, and even if it's not perfect, put it out there and do it with joy. Your offer is an invitation. It is not a sales pitch. Putting things out there into the world is what we've been called to do as human beings. We're creators, so create. And when you're clear, and when you've got that magnetism going, when you're living in your joy, making that offer and putting something out there for people, it feels like sharing excitement. It feels like I'm so enthusiastic, and everybody else is enthusiastic to be there with me. And that's how we make aligned offers that are magnetic, that it's easy, that it's fun. Let people feel what is possible when they say yes to themselves. Because if you're offering a transformation, and that transformation, it could be, I think of the woman who started Sprinkles Cupcakes. For her, that transformation is somebody holding a bit of magic in their hand, and then them getting to taste that and have that experience. And so that bit of magic, that went into the whole way of the Sprinkles Cupcake experience. I remember the first time that I experienced a Sprinkles Cupcake was at the most magical place on earth, they say. I wasn't actually that interested in going to Disney, but I went because I went and ran the Disney Princess Marathon with my best friend, and we had such a good time. But we ordered the Sprinkles Cupcake from the cupcake window. It was like a walk-up window for cupcakes. And it was such a cool experience. Everything about it. It played some music when the cupcake came out, and it came out in this beautiful box, and it was just so gorgeously packaged. Everything about it was magic. So I felt the transformation was, I feel the magic from a cupcake. Now, if you offer healing, I mean, talk about magic. If you offer coaching, if you have a bakery just like her, if you're a hairstylist, like, you are offering somebody an incredible transformation. When you cut somebody's hair, I did hair for so many years. When you cut somebody's hair, it is a transformation, physical, emotional. People look at their hair every single day. If you make sheets, people get out of bed every single day. They get into that bed. I have so many experiences in the sheets, right? Like, whatever it is, there is a transformation that is happening for people. So claim that transformation, make the offer, make it, put it out there. That is how you can be your very best CMO. Clarity helps people to see you, helps you to be seen in your greatest joy. Magnetism makes them feel you. They feel themselves in you. They're like, wow, I see. You're holding up a big mirror with that magnetism, and your offer invites them to join you. If you follow this framework and you do it all with joy, woo, your business is going to grow. You're going to be welcoming so much more abundance into your life, and you're going to be building all the trust along the way because people are seeing themselves in you, and you're just being so dang human. And so this is how you market in a way that feels like play. You will stop overthinking and you'll start making money. Money will be rolling in if you follow this framework, and if you do it with joy, if you let it be easy. You being you makes you so trustworthy, and people want to be part of that. So what I want to encourage you to do is answer those questions that I asked along the way. Those couple of questions for fun. What is something that I wish somebody would say out loud? I really want you to answer that question for yourself. How can I be more present in every moment? That increases your magnetism. And then, just for fun, create a piece of content this week that is just for you. You're doing just because it sounds like fun, not because it feels like a strategy, not because you're teaching something. Just put some piece of content out there, whether it's an email, whether it's a post on social media, whether you decide to just randomly go live and talk about something that's meaningful to you right now. Go do that just for fun. Don't overthink it. Post it and then walk away. We're not checking to see the stats. We're not refreshing the feed. We're just posting. We're doing it for funsies and then walking away. Let yourself have fun and then see what happens for you. Notice what happened for you in that. What happened afterward for you? Did you go and enjoy yourself a little bit more? Did it increase something? What happened? What happened for you after you did that? Did you freak out? That signals a little bit of something, that there might be something that feels unsafe about you doing something just for fun that's coming up in your nervous system, which is beautiful information for you. So in summary today, the more enjoyment you have, the more you allow yourself to be, the more magnetic you become. The easier business becomes. Fun is the frequency of abundance. As you have more fun, more of all good things will flow to you. Thank you so much for listening to this episode and for following this podcast. If you're not yet followed or subscribed to this podcast, it's totally free. Go to your podcast app, whether that's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and follow this podcast. That will make sure that you get notified of upcoming episodes. And as any episode drops, you will know about it. also leave a review. It would mean the world to me. This is free content that I'm putting out there, and I hope you find it so valuable to yourself and your business. That is my desire from my heart to yours. In return, it would be so meaningful for you to leave a review. Please go do that on Apple Podcasts if you can. Share this episode with a friend. If there's somebody who could benefit from it, share it with your business bestie. I'll see you next time. Just get out there and fuck around and get paid.